And like I said, our broadcast is set to run about an hour and 20 minutes. And like I said, it's a well-oiled machine. Principal Dan Martell has said that, you know, if he weren't here and none of the teachers or staff showed up, these seniors could run this graduation themselves. And I believe it. I really do. And our first seniors. Sharp looking group. Graduates are making their way to their seats. I do want to point out a couple things. This last hour. Some of these
Good evening and welcome to Ephrata High School's 2015 graduation. We would like to extend a warm welcome to parents, siblings, relatives, friends, and especially Ephrata School District staff.
Tonight is very important for our graduates and their relatives, so please be respectful and silence your cell phones.
Now please stand and remove your hats. Turn your attention to our flag on the south side of the field as our senior choir sings the national anthem. Be seated.
Our educational journey started 13 years ago in a kindergarten class, and now we are graduating from high school and are steps away from starting college. Starting college, jobs, and anything else life throws at us. And now we would like to thank those that have made it possible for us to be here. We all thank you for the love and support that has brought us to this momentous occasion. And now I turn the time over to Mackenzie Whetstone.
Tonight, I am given the greatest honor to announce the first speaker. He is an amazing teacher, and I'm glad that I was able to get to know him around school and in the classroom. So, with much pleasure, I give to you Mr. Wolf.
Graduating class of 2015. For starters, thank you for this opportunity. This means a great deal for me, and I'm truly honored to be standing here before all of you. For those of you who don't know me,
there you go, you got to get Wolf.
All right. My name is Joe Wolf, Mr. Wolf. I'm a science teacher here at the high school, and as near as I can tell, I've had about 75% of these students seated behind me in my classroom at some point in time. And I have been asked to provide them with some kind of farewell, good luck, see you later sort of speech. Additionally, I have been told to keep it short. So, with that in mind, I will try to be brief and succinct with the knowledge that we are truly here to release upon the world those anxious teenagers who are seated behind me. Now, this farewell is supposed to be directed toward our graduates, and I will address them in a moment. But because I have the opportunity and the microphone, I thought I would offer an additional farewell to someone who's been a very special person in the lives of many of the students who are gathered here today, Mr. Larry Anderson. Mr. Anderson and myself do not share a very close working relationship, but we do share a common bond. Larry and I wear a tie to school every day. Larry, you are a fantastic music teacher, a wonderful human being, and you will be missed. Okay. Back to what I'm supposed to be doing. The really difficult task about preparing one of these presentations is just getting started. So as I sat down at the computer last night, I reminded myself that I just needed to persevere and get this done. And, as is prone to happen when I sit down at the computer, my mind starts to wander, sometimes aimlessly, sometimes with purpose. And in this instance, my mind got focused on the word persevere. And as I pondered the word persevere, I couldn't help but think of a line from one of the greatest movies of all time, The Outlaw Josie Wales, starring Clint Eastwood. And the scene I was reminded of has one of the characters saying, "We shall endeavor to persevere." Now I thought to myself, that's a great line from a great movie and great advice to those sitting behind me. Endeavor to persevere. But I didn't think it was very inspirational or uplifting. Which made me think of an inspirational quote that occurs in a scene from another one of my favorite movies, The Replacements, starring Keanu Reeves as Shane Falco, a washed-up college quarterback trying to earn a spot on the professional football team. And the scene I was reminded of is the scene where Falco has his offensive line all huddled up around him, trying to encourage them to fight on, play hard. And he tells them, "I wish I could say something classy and inspirational, but that just wouldn't be our style. Pain heals, chicks dig scars, and glory lasts forever." Wow! I thought to myself, that sounds pretty inspirational, although maybe not quite as appropriate as I'd like it to be. Which started me thinking about inappropriate things that a teacher could say to a group of students and their parents. Now, as far as I can tell, based on my experiences watching television and movies, there are a great many inappropriate things that a teacher could say to a group of students and their parents. And, to be completely honest with you, I find a lot of these things to be humorous. They make me laugh. I would like to share some of these inappropriate things with you, but that wouldn't be very appropriate. Anyway, as I was thinking about these humorous things that make me laugh, I got thinking about this group sitting behind me. Through the course of their 4 years here, there have been a few students who have exhibited inappropriate behaviors. There have been those who have provided us with some inspirational moments, and most importantly, to me anyway, there are more than just a few people behind me who have made me smile. And as we prepare to bid farewell to these graduates, I would like to reflect upon and share just a couple of these moments that registered with me as I prepared this presentation. First of all, this year, throughout the course of our fall sporting season, at every event, it was highly likely that a spectator was destined to hear from the student section a deafening chorus of "Wombo Combo." Now, I have no idea what that means. I don't even know if it's appropriate or inappropriate. All I know is a lot of people were saying it. It energized our crowds, and it energized our teams. Secondly, this winter, in the gym, a new student entity in the form of Pride Rock made an appearance. And inevitably, at every basketball game, you are going to hear a rousing chorus of, "You can't do that," or "Fundamentals." What fun! and truly inspirational work from our student body. And finally, this spring, a couple of young men from this group behind me, during the course of a variety show audition, introduced me to the phrase, "It's a 509 thing." Now, this phrase resonated with me. It got stuck in my head. It makes me smile, and it truly does inspire me. We live in a very special place. We are surrounded by very special people, and we have opportunities to do very special things like this. It really is a 509 thing. And with that, I would like to conclude my time here at the lectern. However, I would like to do so in a fashion that many of my former students will clearly recognize. And that would be through Newsday Monday. Or in this case, Newsday Friday. So, does anybody have a news story? Anything? Anything? No, we're good? That's okay, we're going to go. All right. Well, in that case, I will have the final news story, the final headline, and the final headline reads, "The Ephrata High School class of 2015 has earned the right to graduate. Congratulations, good luck, and thank you."
Thank you very much, Mr. Wolf. We've all gotten to know him really well, and he's a great teacher. It's now time for our first youth speaker. She never lets a day pass that she doesn't make the most of. She has a bright smile, a bright demeanor, and certainly a bright future. She's made me laugh more times than anyone else just by quoting one-line jokes from movies. So here's to one of my best friends, Alice Turnbull.
Wow. It is almost surreal to be sitting here at our own graduation. It seems like yesterday that we started high school. In 2012, I can remember sitting in these bleachers watching that year's senior class graduate, thinking that we had such a long time until it was our turn. I recall looking at how tall the boys in that class were, thinking that these scrawny kids next to me were never going to be that size. But now look where we are, 6 feet tall at our own graduation. We have learned a lot at Ephrata High School, and we have each developed our own hobbies and skills, and we've used them to work together to accomplish so much. Since our first day as freshmen, our class has done many great things together. Now it is our turn to use everything that we have learned from this community to go out and change the world. We started high school ready to outshine any other class. Our freshman year started off with a bang when our boys' powder buff volleyball team placed first in homecoming week tournament. Needless to say, we went on to win homecoming week entirely, prompting that year's senior class to protest by walking out, only to be further embarrassed when Mr. Martell made them sit down. After this, we felt like we could do anything. This may have been a little bit presumptuous, but we are all proud to say that we are undefeated homecoming week champs since that day in 2011. When sophomore year rolled along, we already thought that we ruled the school, and to be honest, we did. We began to lift weights. We were almost fluent in asking people their favorite things in Spanish, and we had figured out the coldest water comes from the drinking fountain by the gym. We were beginning to gain responsibility. Our own Carly Peters was practically handed the keys to the pack and has been the tech guru for every production since. As sophomores, we were no longer intimidated by the classes above us. Then junior year began, and all of a sudden we were upperclassmen, and we realized it was almost our turn to graduate. 2013 brought on many great things. We knew we could rely on each other. Everyone knows to call Xavier Arizmendi if you need a trailer or a barbecue. Sitting at last year's graduation made a lot of us realize that we weren't always going to be together. I can remember my cousin Gavin Barnes telling me, through his tears, it was our last time together. At that moment, I thought we were never going to be ready to grow up and leave high school. The real world started to scare me. But as senior year rolled along, I became more and more comfortable with the idea. Our class has been determined to be the best from day one, and we did everything possible to make this last year great. At the beginning of the year, we all donned Dean Flanagan's authentic Mexican poncho in our senior pictures. Later, we convinced administration to let us spend a night on this very football field. When senioritis kicked in around October, I think we all thought the last few months were going to kill us. And we were looking for any excuse to get out of our classes. But lo and behold, senior year went like this, just as we have always been told. In 2011, we counted the time until we graduated in years, which evolved into semesters, then quarters, then days, then class periods, and now it's here. Our class is filled with incredibly talented people, and we all have a knack for working with each other. We have accomplished so many great things, from starting Pride Rock and being nominated as one of the best student sections in the state, to winning every single homecoming week, and we will go on to accomplish even more. Over 80 kids in our class have above a 3.6 GPA. Matthew Muhlman talks to everyone and never fails to brighten your day. Taylor Bailey McCurdy has some incredible artwork and is going on to study art. Aaron Whalen won first place at the state golf tournament and is going on to play at the Washington State University, along with a group of other athletes who are going on to play college sports. Our class is made up of thinkers, artists, athletes, musicians, servers, and scholars. Doug Brown can even play the didgeridoo. Ephrata High School has helped us develop these skills over the past 4 years, and now it is our time to go out into the real world and use the knowledge we have acquired here to better society. I am not saying we're perfect by any means. There was an incident involving headlights and windshields and old cars, but overall, we finished high school in one piece. Now we are graduating with that same can-do attitude that we entered high school with. It may be weird for us to sit in class and no longer be interrupted by Julio Maceda's sneezes or Camille Corbett's sporadic hiccups. We have been successful individuals and together. Each of us has a skill set and something we do well that has contributed to making this class so strong and special. Let's take it to the next level by going on and doing whatever it is you do and give it your all. Just like the last 13 years. Now, I know at the end of my speech, you won't all be saying, "Wow, Alice Turnbull changed my life." But I want you to know that I have 100% confidence that this group of people is going to go out and change the world, and I cannot wait to see the great things that we will do. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce a very smart and funny young man who can solve a Rubik's Cube behind his back. Here's our very own Sten Munson.
Good evening, distinguished guests, family, friends, faculty, and of course, my fellow graduating classmates of 2015. I would like to start off by giving thanks to the teachers and staff of EHS who were always there for us. Mr. Springs, those long talks were sick and epic, even though they made me late to class sometimes. Mr. Mayhew, thank you for using the Socratic method of teaching by answering questions with more questions. That always hurt my brain. Mr. O'Donnell, thank you for having the faith and confidence in me and my cabaret act. It was an out-of-this-world experience. I won't drop the mic this time, okay? Miss Killinger, I looked forward to your occasional tangents and showing us those videos in class because I got a taste of adventure and developed this wanderlust which has inspired me to travel the world. Thank you. Thank you. Now, thank you to the entire EHS staff to whom this speech did not allow time for specific recognition because I only have 5 minutes, okay? All of you are tremendously appreciated, and I hope you know that. It wasn't too long ago when we first walked through the halls of EHS, not exactly knowing what we were getting ourselves into. How were we supposed to know that the cool kid circle was in the center of traffic in the commons, or that the math department calculators were worth more than their weight in gold? And if we were to accidentally misplace them, we owed a hand and a foot until we replaced them. No matter the tragedies or obstacles that awaited us, what we did know is that we had each other's backs, and together we would survive these 4 hectic, uncertain years of life called high school. Let us go back to our adolescent days, freshman year. It didn't take long for us to make our mark at EHS. Proof? Powder Buff volleyball champs, 4 years in a row. Booyah! That desire to achieve and compete showed in the classroom where we also excelled. Many of us have made the honor roll at least once, are members of National Honor Society, and a few dedicated, determined students all throughout high school maintained a 4.0. Bravo. Might I add that we passed all those stinking state tests. The WASL, MSP, the HISP, EOC have nothing on us. Change the name, but the result stays the same. You cannot stop us. We are the graduating class of 2015. What I think is the cornerstone of our class, though, is our school pride, which has been iterated already. A prime example is Pride Rock, an idea led by seniors Gavin Barnes, Tyler Johnson, and Bo Miller, among others, galvanized a significant chunk of our student body, not just the senior class, to come cheer and bring electrifying energy to home basketball games, giving our Tigers a definite home court advantage. The zeal and vivacity showed by those fans is something we should all carry with us in our careers, communities, and life. Now, if I were to give some pieces of advice, it'd be 2. First, follow the law of the inch. Stan, what the heck is the law of the inch? The law of the inch refers to persistence through the use of measurements, inches and miles. Because it takes so much energy and effort to improve or change, one should work to change an inch rather than a mile, using energy to progress as much as one can now in the present, 1 inch at a time. Will produce much greater results than the worrying about the end result way miles away in the far future. Eventually, all those accumulated inches will add up to a mile, then 2, then 3, until your goal is reached. The second one, make a difference. I cannot stress that enough. Go change the world. Make a global impact, whether that be in someone's life, in a community, or even the world itself, because it's not about, it's not about how much change you can make. It's about how much change you can make. I'm almost done because it's really hot. Oh, my bad. Okay. Seniors, the time we have been yearning for since last August 2014 is soon upon us. I think it is safe to say the struggle was real this last year. At one point or another, we all succumbed to the sinister epidemic that infects all upperclassmen, senioritis. Despite this eternal affliction, we all buckled down, found a way, and achieved the proper credentials in order to walk. And behold, here we are, mere minutes and simple steps away from accepting our hard-earned diplomas. Now, I would like everyone to take a moment and look at these beautiful, handsome, intelligent, innovative young adults, young citizens. These are the future teachers, doctors, physical therapists, engineers, scientists, military servicemen and women, professional athletes, entrepreneurs, farmers, and the list goes on. This is the future, and it looks bright. Congratulations. Congratulations, class of 2015. I have the utmost confidence that we will all find joy and success in our lives. Best of luck in all your future endeavors. I am not the last speaker. We have one more, and she's an amazing woman. She inspires her students to chase their dreams and achieve those dreams. This woman, in one word, is awesome, and it is Mrs. Alsop.
Thank you, class of 2015, for your invitation to speak with you this evening. Welcome, family, friends, teachers, administration, and esteemed guests. It is because of all of you that this class sits here today, ready to receive their tickets into the future. I'm going to turn and face the graduates. Selfie. Guys ready? Woo! Got that side. Got that side. All right. The past few days have been... Saying goodbye is never easy. I always feel as if I should have said one more thing or given a longer hug or shared one last smile. So I hope that you will consider this and accept this speech I have written for you tonight as my one more thing, my longer hug, and my one last smile. Yes, I will see you again, but never in the same way. After you receive your diplomas tonight, you are no longer my students, you are my peers. When I was married 19 years ago, the pastor who married Mr. Alsop and me didn't know us very well. In our premarital meeting, he asked lots of questions and visited with us for a couple of hours. He would take what he had learned and write something he called a charge for us for our wedding ceremony. Basically, a charge is a set of advice given to you as you embark on a new journey. At our wedding, he created a sort of anagram from the word wedding, and despite the fact that he only knew us for those years, he gave us advice that we still follow today. I thought a lot about what I would say to you tonight, and the word in connection to you was legacy. A legacy is something of value that you leave behind to those who follow you. In your class, I see so much potential for greatness, it makes my eyes water. You might call it crying. I just call it eyes watering. What you leave behind will be powerful if you choose to let it be. So tonight, I give to you the charge of legacy. L. L is for love. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. Love can create, love can heal, love can connect. I charge you to walk forward in life with love as your armor and your outreach. If you look at every person you meet through the eyes of love, you will never meet an enemy. Can transform their life. It looks fine. And you can transform yourself. Okay. We are human beings, and we are created for a relationship. Love is the glue that creates and holds these relationships together. Love is not easy. Sometimes love is not just a feeling, it's a choice. However, it's a choice worth making over and over again. E is for empathy. We are not born empathetic. We are not born putting ourselves in someone else's shoes to understand their viewpoint on the world. It is something that we must be taught, and it is something we must practice to perfect. Empathy does not mean putting up with excuses for bad behavior. It just means that we understand where the behavior comes from. Having empathy enables us to better love, and if we love better, we are better. G. G is for gratitude. In December of 2005, a crab fisherman working off the coast of San Francisco spotted a whale that had become entangled. Crap.
Let's switch. There we go. Back up. Let's start again.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is Washington. Okay. That had become entangled in the nylon ropes that link crab pots. The whale was a female humpback, about 45 to 50 feet in length and weighing in at an estimated 50 tons. A rescue team was quickly assembled, and when they arrived at the scene, it didn't look good for the whale. She was so weighted down by the crab pots that she could hardly keep her blowhole out of the water to breathe, and the lines were wrapped so tightly around her body, they were digging into the animal's blubber and leaving visible cuts. It was determined that the only way to save her was to dive with her and cut the ropes by hand. 4 divers spent over an hour cutting the ropes with a special curved knife, knowing that at any moment a single flip of her tail could kill one of them. Eventually, they freed her, and once she was freed, she began swimming in circles. She swam to each diver, nuzzled him, and then swam to the next one to do the same thing. The divers said it was an amazing, unbelievable experience. Now, detractors will argue that you can't say she was thanking them. She's only a whale. However, I take 2 lessons from this story. First, sometimes what looks impossible only requires patience and time to make it possible. Second, gratitude matters. Gratitude transcends language, race, even species. Gratitude is universal. We are better people and whales when we are grateful to our fellow beings. A. A is for apathy. This is something you must avoid at all costs. In my opinion, Sir Isaac Newton pretty much wrote the definitive law on this one. An object in motion tends to stay in motion, while an object at rest tends to stay at rest. If you are apathetic, you aren't moving forward, and that is where you will stagnate. Mr. O'Donnell tells us over and over again in choir, hashtag Ephrata Community Choir, that we have to be moving towards something. Music loses its life and its vibrancy when we get too comfortable and forget that we are singing for something. The most beautiful music emerges when we are moving forward toward the next note, the next phrase, the next movement. When you stop caring about what's going on around you, you stop living your life. You might still be alive, but you aren't living. C is for courage. Sometimes living takes great courage. That moving forward away from apathy takes a leap of faith. The Sears Tower in Chicago boasts an attraction called the Sky Deck. It's a deck made of plexiglass, 1,343 feet above the pavement. Apparently, it's a view like no other. You step out, it's totally clear, you can see straight to the ground. If I just think about stepping onto that clear ledge, my palms get all sweaty and I feel like I'm going to throw up. That's the kind of leap of faith I'm talking about. The kind that makes you want to die to do it, but you know that you might also die if you don't. Grab courage by the hand, hold on, and leap. Nothing worth having was gained without taking a step into the unknown. Why? Why is for you. You are the legacy of all the people sitting in this stadium tonight. You are the very best of us. You are the future. We have loved you. We have encouraged you. We have pushed you. We have mentored you. We have questioned you. And we have supported you to this spot where you are right now. You are what will live on after we have departed this time and space. It is your responsibility to live the very best life that you can because we have invested in you. Leap forward into life and get messy. Try new things, make waves, never accept the status quo. Live beautifully. Go forth into this big, bright world with this lovely blessing from that ratings juggernaut, One Tree Hill. Now is the time for you to shine. The time when your dreams are in reach and possibilities vast. Now is the time for you to become the people you've always dreamed of being. This is your world. You are here. You matter. The world is waiting. Blessings and love to you, class of 2015. Thank you for a beautiful 4 years.
I hope this is the one that works. At this time, we will present the diplomas. Students with red activity cords represent their continued involvement in one of the activities listed in your bulletin over a 3-year period. Those students with the gold honor cord represent an accumulated grade point average of 3.6 or above during their 4 years at Ephrata High School. Dr. Simon, Superintendent of Ephrata School District, and Bill Carell, our school board president, will recognize our students and present the diplomas. Megan, beautiful. Okay. Vanessa Rose Mofford, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society, AVID, and 100% attendance for 13 years. Adriana Elaine Flynn. Holly Renee Slininger, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Carly Elaine Peters, Associate of Arts degree, Big Bend Community College, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Heriberto Pacheco, red activity cord, AVID. Miguel Angel Rodriguez, red activity cord, AVID. Ernesto Viveros, Christy Anna Billingsley, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Camille Elizabeth Culbertson, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Nicholas David Lobe, red activity cord. Lloyd Burleson III, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Benjamin Michael Crowder, red activity cord. Josie Leanne Zabala, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Nathan Scott Elliott, red activity cord, gold honor cord, AVID. Bo Samuel Miller. Alice Marin Turnbull, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Gavin Rex Barnes, red activity cord. Sten Hollis Monson, Associate of Arts, Big Bend Community College, red activity cord. Gold honor cord, National Honor Society. John Leonard Schmidt, red activity cord. Alexandra Taylor Mickelson, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Kaylee Nicole Llewellyn, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Ryan Marie Brown, red activity cord. Mackenzie Joseph Whetstone, red activity cord. Chad Patrick Pope, red activity cord. Courtney Dawn Klepek, red activity cord, gold honor cord. Leanna Christine Smith, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society, Avid. Adriana Simmons, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Sarah Grace Moore, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Fredalyn Ham, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society, Avid. Haley Jean Berryman, red activity cord. Catherine Julia Selleck, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Grace Renee Byerman, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society, Avid. Annalise Espinoza, red activity cord, Avid. Megan Marie Tiffany, red activity cord. Stephen Charlie Garcia Rangel, red activity cord. Marco Antonio Murga. Megan Kayla Nash. Kendall Ashley Sage, red activity cord. Demi Michelle Beavers, red activity cord, Avid. Samantha Patricia Youngberg. Tyler Andrew Lewis Markwell. Chase Irvin Eugene Mulally, red activity cord. Ronnie Nicole Wins, red activity cord. Caitlin Ray Downey, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Anastasia Lee Gribb. Emily Ann Hughes. Zachary Leroy Bunny. Melissa Christine Little, red activity cord. Kendall Merrick Stevens. Sienna Sage Bedford, Associate of Arts, Big Bend Community College, red activity cord, gold honor cord. Taryn Wayne Selig, Associate of Science, Big Bend Community College. Chelsea Lynn Rollins, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Chloe Spencer, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Trevor Samuel Jones, red activity cord. Jonathan Matthew Bickle, red activity cord. Douglas Richard Brown, red activity cord. Alexia Monique Garces. Summer Raven Taylor Smith, red activity cord. Dari Lynn Beatty, red activity cord. Shelby J. Cook, Associate of Arts, Big Bend Community College, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Brooke Ann Stutzman, red activity cord, Avid. Demi Elizabeth Breckus, red activity cord, Avid. Bryce Tyler Horton, Avid. Catherine Andriana Bonakova, Associate of Arts, Big Bend Community College, Avid. Monique Naomi Castro, Avid. Alexis Marie Estraka, Amarani Nieto. Luis Daniel Espinoza Flores. Luz Placido. Paige Jeanette Slane. Red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Manuel Mendoza Ruiz, red activity cord. Amber Arlene Cummings. Theodore Atticus Beck Heron. Taylor Rain Bailey McCurdy. Gina Marie Segalini, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Crystal Alicia Kerr, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Matthew Charles Durding, red activity cord. Julio Armando Maceda Jr., red activity cord, Avid. Victoria Christine Smith, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Megan Irene Spees, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Kadisha Michelle Nasworthy. Natalie Nicole Hussey, red activity cord. Joshua Robert Williams, Associate of Arts, Big Bend Community College, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Ovid Nikolai Pashkovsky. Alexander Ewell Larson, red activity cord. Maxwell Davenport Waters, red activity cord. Dean Reese Flanagan, red activity cord. Jamal Lamont Bell, red activity cord. Chen Wei Chang, foreign exchange student, Republic of Taiwan. Paige Elizabeth Boulding, Associate of Arts, Big Bend Community College, red activity cord. Paige Mackenzie Moore. Riley Jacob Smith, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society, Avid. Morgan James Anderson, red activity cord. Raimundo Pichardo. Vince Morphin. Michaela Angela Therese Alexander Del Rosario Lubish Bosner, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Lindsay Ann Bear, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Alex Lee O'Neill. Carlos Brian Flores, red activity cord, Avid. Kieran Lee Kennison, red activity cord. James David Mathis, Associate of Arts, Big Bend Community College, red activity cord. Blake Aaron Butler, red activity cord. David Navarro Nunez. Brendan Marley Richardson Hubbard. Cesar Eduardo Ortega Saldana, red activity cord. Eugene Efren Yvonne Flores. Roman Eric Hernandez, enlisted United States Navy. Patrick Thomas Hildebrand, enlisted United States Marines. Red activity cord. Sarah Nicole Dodson, red activity cord, gold honor cord. Corey Lynn Garrettson, red activity cord. Andrew Kip Clark, red activity cord. Justin Thomas DeHogue, red activity cord, gold honor cord. Angela Viviana Chavez. Elizabeth Guzman, Avid. Justice Kane Amsbury. Tyler Matthew Whitmus, red activity cord. Augustin James Mahelich. Jace Triplet Mitchell. Adrian Eli Vela, red activity cord. Mason Lee Buchert, red activity cord. Gunner David Blankenship, red activity cord. Joshua Logan Johnson, red activity cord. Mariah Ashlyn Patray. Matthew Lee Muleman. Whoops. Missed a page. That is Brooke. Brooke Michonne Forget. Tyler John Hinkey. Connor Thomas Martin, red activity card. Xavier Arizmendi, red activity card. Matthew Lee Muleman, red activity card. Okay. Theo Tyree Shastine. Kevin Guadalupe Oliveira, red activity card. Jesus Arias Avid. Leonardo Daniel Bastida, red activity card. Austin James Sandberg, red activity card, gold honor card, National Honor Society. Jonathan David Jones, enlisted United States Air Force, red activity card. Sergio I. Rodriguez, red activity card. Derek Jonathan J., red activity card. Sean Michael Martin Ryan. Bridget Maureen Paul. Tyler Edmund Johnson, red activity card. Brandon Ray Harrington, Associate of Arts, Big Bend Community College, red activity card. Julian Rolando Adome. Red activity card. Tressa Lee Davis. Red activity card. Gold honor card. National Honor Society. Aaron Michael Whalen. Red activity card. Eleazar Contreras Flores. Red activity card. Alondra Pamela Rodriguez. Red activity card. Avid. Christopher Eric Swetson. Red activity card. Tanner Keith Julian. Red activity card. Brandon Wayne Murray. Red activity card. Alicia Dawn LeBaron. Kaylee Anna Marie Cowgill, Associate of Arts, Big Bend Community College. Kimberlyn Marie Noel Bennett. Red activity card, gold honor card, National Honor Society. Shane Christian Melsath. Mackenzie Lee Wittenberger. Red activity card. Kai Lauren Garza. Shelley Leanne Beebehouse. Kelsey May Hyatt. Peyton Janae Schooler. Taylor Ann Phelps, enlisted United States Navy.
We would like it to take a moment as a class to thank all the teachers, parents, coaches, and other members of the community for helping us make it to this point in our lives. Without their wisdom and advice, we could not be as fully prepared for this new and upcoming challenge as we are today. As we head into the future, we can have confidence knowing that we have been prepared by those who truly care about us. We can now look back at all the memories we've made and all the things we've accomplished. Most importantly, maybe 4-year powder buff volleyball champions.
As a class, we have always been viewed as the underdog, but that never stopped us. We seem to get stronger when our backs are against the wall or when no one believed in us but ourselves. That heart and determination will take us farther in our lives than our GPA or our SAT score. But now let us also look ahead. As a class, we are united, but now we go into the world alone, not knowing where our life will take us. We must relish every opportunity we are given and know what is in store for us is greater than we can imagine. So let us celebrate this milestone today, our last day together as a class. Now, Mr. Martell, please do the honors of announcing the official graduating class of 2015.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Seniors, please stand. I am proud to announce that these students have met the requirements of the Ephrata School District and the state of Washington to complete their high school education. You may now change your tassels left to right. Congratulations to the class of 2015.
As we draw to a close here, I do want to say on behalf of everyone at iFiber One, it has been nothing short of our pleasure and privilege to have broadcast these young ladies and gentlemen through their sports, their community involvement, through their successes, and we want to wish them, of course, the very best in their next leg of life. I'm Cody Johnson for iFiber One. We want to thank you for tuning in, and we will see you again.
When you find out about the DQ5